get a lot of random comments that I just want to reply and say like, thank you. But then YouTube, and if you go to reply, it gives you comment reply suggestions. And I don't know if it's generated by AI or what, but some of the suggestions are exactly what I was going to type. And then I'm like, well, now I can't type that. Maybe I'll just word it differently. I'm going to have to start putting this reply was written by a human at the end of it. So I try not to, I don't try not to, I just refuse to use those reply suggestions, even though sometimes it's exactly the reply that I would give. I feel like if someone types out a comment to you, the least you could do is type out the words thank you. Especially like with the amount of comments that I get, I can easily do that. But yeah, anyways, another thing that YouTube does, when you go to YouTube homepage, at the top of the page, you can see suggested video categories based on topics. And if you use YouTube a lot, all right, and you have more than 5 or 6 hobbies, you start risking losing one of those hobbies in the YouTube algorithm. And if you, for the most part, get most of your media or like entertainment from YouTube, then in a way, the YouTube algorithm is just like controlling your, like limiting your amount of hobbies. And with myself, I find that like I'll have a hobby and I will become uninterested in it for a small amount of time, and then it just vanishes. It's kind of good in some ways because it can put you in like a concentrated bubble for a certain topic, but that can also be a bad thing, being put in that like concentrated echo chamber. I don't know. What I do is I just have multiple YouTube channels, so then I can have multiple different sets of topics. So there's that workaround, very simple workaround. But yeah, I often end up getting losing a hobby, forgetting about something. Anyways, so but maybe that's a good thing. How many hobbies is too many hobbies is the real question. Maybe you shouldn't have more than like 5 or 6 hobbies. I'm not really sure how that all goes down. If there's a rule to how many hobbies you should have, it's probably inefficient at a certain point. But some of them can, of course, complement each other. Like art and programming can work well together. And it can also lead you down bad rabbit holes of making games that you never finish. I talked about that in a previous video. Doesn't matter. My main setback for making these videos has been topics. I do need to catch up on the art sometimes, but I can catch up on the art like anytime. Whereas topics, I gotta be awake enough to record. It's gotta be quiet enough for me to record. I don't know if I mentioned this about the PC, because I talked about the PC thing is so much quieter. Currently, I'm recording this video with my old PC, so the audio is not gonna have like a significant improvement or anything, but in the future it might. That's all that I'm saying. Back to what I was saying though. What was I saying? Video topics I've been considering. This was an idea from a friend as well. He said to me, if you can't think of video topics, if it comes down to it, go ask ChatGPT, and I don't really want to, because I know that those topics are going to be terrible. Might be a viable option if it comes down to it. So far I haven't done that. You know what, I'm going to go get one idea from ChatGPT really quick. Let me go get one. Okay, ChatGPT is spitting out questions. Number 1, let's see. Oh, this isn't. Maybe I should ask for topics, not questions. These are really terrible. I don't know what to think of this. This is just an idea that popped into my head earlier today. Okay, so if you make a copy of media, like if you make a copy of a game or a CD or a DVD, or I guess a Blu-ray these days, that's legal. You can make a copy, right? But then, like, what if that original gets damaged? I think that's the whole purpose of it, right? So that would be okay if you have the damaged copy. What if someone steals it? Are you still in the right? When does it, what if like you just have, I don't know. I was thinking that though, mainly because I have this PS2. Back in the day, me and my brother, we had a lot of PS2 games. We had tons. I should maybe tell the story in another day, but yeah, we used to, we get some allowance or whatever. We get like little bits of money, Back then, like PS2 games were like $50. Crazy amounts of money for some of these games. Nowadays, I think the average PS2 game is like $15. But yeah, they used to be very expensive. But yeah, we had lots. But yeah, I guess moral of the conclusion of the story. I got a PS2. Got tons and tons of games. It's modded, and it's all the. I mean, they're all games that at some point I've purchased, right? But I don't know where those games are anymore. I have a few of them, but even the ones that I have, most of them are scratched like crazy. More recently, I've bought some of the games just because they look cool on a shelf, kind of nostalgic or whatever. I've bought a few here and there. But yeah, I'm recording these videos quite a bit earlier than I'm posting them, so I'm gonna have a few extra days to come up with a good list of topics. So if this video and the last video haven't been as good as some of the previous ones or whatever, hopefully the next few will be better. Consistency, power, better, faster,